preferential treatment. And of course, none of the proposals that Greensill were trying to put forward and the requests that they put in were actually accepted by the incumbent government or ministers. There were, of course, ministers that sided with David Cameron, but, likely there was ministers that sided with David Cameron, but they basically, Greensill didn't get what they wanted, and that's why they've gone into bankruptcy. That's a little overview, but I'm going to explain what Greensill Capital actually do, because this is where it gets quite interesting, and the media doesn't like to talk about this one, especially BBC and ITV. You won't see them talking about what Greensill actually is. Greensill is a financial company, and basically their model is to you got these. I'll give an example, okay? Let's say we've got a bakery, a local small bakery. Now, this bakery, of course, has suppliers and companies that they associate with that they rely on for business. So, say that the bread company might have a flour producer that they have a deal with, that they pay quite a lot to, some financial services, something like that. But essentially, Greensill acts like a bank, which instead of a bakery being chased up for finances, the Greensill will basically pay the producers or the associated companies that the bakery has, and pay them, and then it slowly set out a plan for the bakery to pay them for them basically lending money and paying their bills for them. It basically it allows smaller companies to have financial security, which basically replicate that of a higher company or a larger conglomeration of companies. This basically allows for a more equal treatment in regards to the market. It means that smaller companies have some of the advantages that big companies have. Now, this all seems good and merry and happy days, rainbows all around, all that, but in reality, there's a little bit more to it. Now, how is a market meant to be free and equal and rewarding and worth it if companies start out on the same foot? There needs to be an incline. I know it's nice to see smaller companies being treated equally, but there is a big problem with this system, and it's basically that smaller companies don't actually have a debt displayed. This means that this small bakery could be racking up quite a bit of debt towards Greensill, but it won't be shown for the producers to see, because these producers are being paid, which basically means instead of warning lights going around the community that the bakery has and companies basically slowly withdrawing, that little bakery is going to build up more and more debt, and the producers are still going to get their money. Who's their debt going to be owed to? Greensill. That's where things get dodgy. The government basically can't see what's going on. They can't see the debt being racked up because the producers are perfectly fine. It leads to less transparency in regard to the market. And as many will say, the freer the market, the freer the people. That's a little quote from the Political Compass survey there. But essentially, this small company is racking up debt, which leads to them to be put into liquidation quicker and basically a greater decline in business. And this is especially bad during a pandemic. Because of this lack of transparency and the increased likelihood of debt for these companies, Greensill has been avoided as a financial servitor. But these small companies have been dodging Greensill due to, the heightened risk during a pandemic. This is where basically ex-ministers like David Cameron, the previous Prime Minister, has been lobbying for financial aid because Greensill has been in decline, which is not really, it's to be expected. It's nice to see that small companies are taking a stand against this financial company that has the illusion of working in their best interests. It's quite a it's nice to discuss what Greensill is and the good things about it and the bad things about it. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. We've talked about 3 topics. It's been a fairly long episode. We're just about hitting the 20-minute mark. But this episode, unfortunately, I haven't been able to get any guests in, mainly due to the pandemic and restrictions. I know the previous 2 episodes that I had, they were actually recorded just after the second lockdown. And this episode is, of course, as the third lockdown is being, loosened slowly. But hopefully I should be able to have some people come on and we can start having a more entertaining, funny news programme going on. But this one's been quite serious because of, it's been an eventful few weeks. I'll be talking about the recent elections that happened, the mainly local elections. I'll be discussing the regional, the parliamentary elections in Scotland, Wales, and a little bit about Arlene Foster in the next episode, and hopefully discuss a bit about the effects of some of these elections and what's to be expected. Of course, this will involve discussing the position that Nicola Sturgeon is in and what's going to happen in regards to Scottish independence. So that'll be the next episode, which I should have uploaded and put online soon after this one's released. So I'll be doing that the weekend that I'm recording this one. Okay, so I'll see you for that one. Hope you have a great day.